In this video, I'm going to teach you the breathing technique that has made me limitless. It has taken me from someone who was really struggling with brain fog on a day-to-day basis to someone who is functioning at the highest level in their life. So in this video, we're going to cover what this breathing technique is, the science of how it works, and then I'm going to guide you through it every step of the way so that you can experience a real-time improvement in your cognitive function, your focus, and blood flow and oxygen delivery to your brain, accompanied by a sense of calm. Just one thing before we begin, I would be eternally grateful if you could press the subscribe button. It's free and it really supports the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay, so what is this breathing technique and how does it work? Well, fundamentally, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breathing less air than you would normally do. Now, this might sound counterproductive because you might think that taking bigger breaths would get more oxygen to your brain and maybe that would improve your cognitive function, but this couldn't be further from the truth. When we take big, deep breaths, that affects our blood gases in a way where it actually reduces blood flow and oxygen delivery to the brain. So the focus today is that we're going to be breathing slightly slower, and then we're also going to breathe lighter. So we're going to breathe more softly, more quietly, so you're literally taking in and out less air than you would normally do, just until you feel like you don't have quite enough air. So that feeling of air hunger that we create, we don't want it to be too strong. We just want a little 10% feeling like you're walking up a bit of a hill and you just have that feeling that you don't have quite enough air, but you're completely comfortable. By focusing our attention on the breath and then reducing the amount of air that we breathe, we actually increase levels of carbon dioxide in our blood. This has a number of different effects on the body. One of them is that it shifts the pH of our blood, and this improves blood flow within the body, and it improves blood flow to your brain. There's also a secondary effect because of something called the Bohr effect. This helps release more oxygen from the hemoglobin in our blood into our cells. And you will notice this as a feeling of more clarity. The fog will begin to drop away. You'll notice that you're more focused, that you can think more quickly, that you can make better decisions as well. By the way, I've created a free PDF on this technique. It's down in the description, and that gives you lots of hints and tips and practical strategies of how to use this technique in your everyday life. Okay, so how do we actually do this technique? Let's do it together now. We'll do it for about 4 or 5 minutes so that you can feel its effect. Start off in a comfortable upright posture. You can do this sitting or standing. See if you can have your hips slightly higher than your knees as well. Close your mouth, so everything is going to be going through the nose. And then when you're ready, just begin to bring the focus of your attention to the flow of air just inside the tip of your nose. So just gently tuning into the slightly cooler air flowing into the nose on the in-breath, and then the slightly warmer air flowing back out through the nose on the out-breath. Keep the breath quiet and gentle, so we don't want any big breaths or anything like that. That's going to be counterproductive. But to begin with, just tune into this gentle flow of air at the nose. See if you can let go of control of the breath to begin with. Allow the breath and just see how that feels. Now, because the nose is the most sensitive place in the body to focus on the flow of air, just having your attention here may already automatically soften and slow your breathing. So it might already create a feeling of a shortage of air, and if it does, stay with that. You don't need to change anything else. If it feels stressful, take a break and then try it again in a few minutes. But otherwise, just stay with this flow of air. If you don't already feel a shortage of air or any kind of air hunger, then just begin to very gently soften and slow the flow of air in and out of the nose, just so it feels like you're breathing less air. So that if you had a feather underneath the nose, that feather would be moving less. So breathing so gently that even the hairs inside the nose are hardly moving. Notice if any tension comes into the body, and then just let that go. So with each out breath, just letting your whole body go floppy and relaxed. Letting your jaw relax, allowing your shoulders to drop down away from the ears, letting your belly relax, letting your belly be soft like jelly. So we're trying to find a balance where we're breathing a little bit more softly, a little bit more slowly, but it feels calming at the same time. So we've got a soft, gentle breath in, and then a quiet, relaxed, slightly longer breath out. Every time your mind drifts away, don't worry about it, just gently bring it back to the breath. This is where we also get that benefit of mindfully focusing our attention. So we're looking for this gentle shortage of air, and with that, maybe you might start to get a feeling of mental clarity. Maybe your vision becomes clearer, you might get some more saliva in the mouth, you might feel warmer as your peripheral blood vessels begin to expand. So you can think of it like we're just gently applying the brakes to the breath. Just a 5 or 10% reduction in the amount of air that's flowing in and out of the body. So less is more. If you really increase the intensity too much, this is going to stress your body out and reduce your ability to focus. So we just want a little bit of a shortage of air, but a feeling of calm to go with it. Okay, let's take a break there, let go of your breath. How was that? How did it feel? Maybe you notice you feel a little bit more calm, a bit more focused. Maybe there is a bit more mental clarity. The more you practice this exercise, the more effective it will be. It takes a little bit of fine-tuning to get it right for your body, but when you do, it will unlock next level potential, but also next level healing. By the way, I'm Neil, I'm a full-time breathing coach, and if you need any help with your breathing, your cognitive function, your nervous system, or your overall health, then please get in touch. There's a link down in the description if you really want to take things to the next level. So what is this technique? Well, it's called the Buteyko Reduced Breathing Technique. I've made another video about it here. It goes into how it was discovered and also has some instructions on a different way of doing it, so do check that out. Thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this video helps you to take your cognitive function to the next level.